Okay, so that is your basic smoky eye. Now what we're going to do is I just want to show you how it goes from sort of pretty and sexy to finish that up, and then take it over to glamorous, and then I'll take it all the way back and make it really rock and roll. So to make it finish this off, if I was just to do this, I'm going to use a little bit of concealer here, here. I might have to go a little darker with my concealer. I don't want to go too light, obviously. And for this, notice I'm using a brush. Now, the rule is generally you do foundation first, then concealer. I just threw the concealer on because I'm working fast. And it happens to be summer now when we're photographing this, so in case you don't want to use foundation, obviously you can just go straight to concealer if you want. Or if you're doing more of a rock and roll look and you do want a little bit of concealer, you would just do this. Okay, you see how that starts to, you start to see more of a contrast. Always around the bottom of the nose. Okay, now, to just make this sexy, we're going to just finish this off with a little bit of foundation. I'm going to go, I'm normally a 3, but I'm going to go to a skin tone 4 because I just got back from the beach, which was very nice and much needed. Okay. Downward, outward strokes. Tap it on, not too much. Again, one of the things about, doing makeup that looks sexy, the difference, I guess, let me put it to you this way. The difference between sexy makeup and glamour makeup is when you want to look like you're on the red carpet and you want to impress all your friends. Sexy makeup is when you want to impress a guy. So if you're like Sandra, looking for a guy, don't go too cuckoo with the foundation because there's nothing that turns men off more than too much foundation. It just looks icky. Trust me on this one. Men do not really like perfection. If you're going out on a date, don't go crazy with the foundation. Just trust me. Okay, so just to make this again sexy, where's my powder brush? Oh, here it is. Powder, and then we'll do a little bit. Do I have anything for my lips here? Yes, I do. I'll do a little bit of a nude lip. On me, a nude lip is generally a little more darker than for most people because I have really dark lips, and if I put a beige on them, I look ridiculous. So, okay. I haven't done any, if I want to do a little bit of bronzer, let's just throw a little bit of that on. Okay, this is sexy, okay? Got that? Now, if we wanted to take this all the way up to more red carpet and make this look more like Sandra's picture, okay? What's the difference here? Her eyes are a little bit darker, and I can do that, but also there's more contrast because in this photograph you can notice she's done the white highlighter under her eyes. So let's do that. Let's use a matte white under the eyes. I'm going to do this with my fingertip. This is just a pure white shadow. And what you're doing by doing this is really, you can see it, increasing the contrast between the dark and the light. Do this. Okay, and then if I want to take it one step further, go back to my Kevin Aquan. In here, there is a frosted white. And bring this down into here. All the way under the brow. Really make that pop, okay? Like I said, if you were going to like a wedding or a special occasion, this would look amazing. Out on a date, you start getting into this too much makeup, and I can almost guarantee you he's gonna think you're too good to be real and not want to call you again. Trust me. Women never trust me when I tell them this, and then they go out and they wear too much makeup, and then they say, why didn't he call me? I said, I told you, don't go crazy. Okay, a little more contour here. Just again, this is the black. This is the outer corners. Okay, can you see that? just to really get the contrast up. This is a very high contrast look in this photograph. Okay? Now, what really makes this different is the amount of foundation. I am going to really go to town here with this foundation and contour and highlight. So, dry sponge, liquid foundation. You could also go to a cream foundation with this. But I'm going to stipple this on, which is when I start to just dab it on. This is going to give me a much, much higher coverage. I'm not going to worry so much about my neck right now. I'll go back and hit that with some bronzer, but you're going to see the difference. Like I said, the more foundation you put into any makeup look, the more finished it is. It also, you know, obviously requires more maintenance. And it also becomes more, it gives the effect of, you know, people say it's red carpet, but it's also more, I want to say almost untouchable. Or it gives the appearance, the psychological appearance of somebody being more aloof. It's because the more perfect you become, the less approachable you are. So this is why I say if you're going out on a date, too much makeup is not always the way to go, because this is why men don't like it. Maybe I should give dating advice. Allison's makeup and dating advice. Okay, so I could do a bit more if I want to. Hang on, I'm going to do my neck too. Actually, let me just do powder and bronzer on my neck. Here's my powder, bronzer. The neck is always the lightest part of the body. I know I've said it 100 times. I'll say it again. Because your chin acts like the visor on a baseball cap. So you want to match tip to toe, always. Okay. Let's do our bronzer. And then I'm going to also use it as contour. So let's get it first on my neck. Now, for contour, you can use, bronzer a lot of times is a little too red for contour, but we'll use it anyway. You can also use more of a taupe color. But here, you're looking for the hollows of your cheeks, which is right below your cheekbone. Right here. Again, if you notice, I'm using this really sort of short bristled brush. You ever seen a brush like this, or you've gotten a makeup kit with this kind of brush and you're saying, what the heck is that for? That is for contour. Right here. Contour is definitely not something you do during the day. It's way too artificial. But at night, photographs, special occasions, it can be great. This is how you really turn something into red carpet glamorous. I recently did somebody with this makeup look for an event she was having. She just dropped it gorgeous. Side to the nose. Okay. Highlighter. We will use Incandescence Luminizer. Oops. Here. Top of the cheekbones. I'm putting like a really good amount of it on. You know, the whole principle of highlight and contour is obviously contour makes things appear to recede, and highlight makes them appear to come forward. So you're really just, what you're doing with this look is you're really just overemphasizing your natural bone structure. Blush, I'm going to use some of my Inner Glow. I'll go back and I'll use my foundation brush with this, just so I can get the application really perfect. This is looking more like Sandra's picture now. Okay, I need a bit more powder. In order to get your skin really matte, when you powder, it's better to use a velour puff. If you're looking for a really matte look, a velour puff is going to allow you to really press the powder into your skin and really create that very fine finish. So I work the powder into the puff, and then I'm really going to press it into my skin, like this. everywhere. I'm going to buff off the excess. Help attacked by my own hair. Okay. Then I just want to go over, I'm going to use, I don't have a blush brush. I'll just cheat and I'll use my powder brush. I just want to add a little more blush, powder blush, light pink. Right here, center the cheeks. Touch up the lips. Where's my lip brush? I always say by the end of any makeup application, half of my brushes are hiding from me. Okay, I can't find it, so I'll cheat. And I will use an eyeliner brush because that's what makeup artists do. You ever wonder if makeup artists, they always look so calm and cool and collected? It's not that everything's going smoothly for us when we're doing your makeup. It's just that we've learned how to fake it really well. That's another thing. If you're a professional makeup artist, you have to never let it show on your face if something goes wrong. Like if you suddenly, all of a sudden eyeshadow's falling, keep a straight face and just clean it up. I'm not doing lip liner with this. I just think it's going to get too nicey nice if we do. Little lip gloss, if I have it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. And a little more mascara and we're done. So this is what, now my eyebrows are full enough, but you would also fill in your eyebrows if your eyebrows weren't full enough to get, that's pretty close, right? That look. She has a lighter lip on, which I really like, and it's sort of concentrated in the center. That lip just doesn't look good on me, so I didn't do that lip, but you see I did a nude lip for me. So that's really how you go from being sexy to being really, really glamorous. Now, Sandra, I know you live in Spain, so this is probably just sexy for you, and glamorous is even 10 steps more than this, but for the rest of us in the US, this is red carpet makeup and sexy.